Hello everyone. Now Rookie Bots will finally begin with the first heat. This is Heat A, and bots competing in this episode are WidePop, Brutally Honest, Omni, Spellbreak, Menace, and Bad Revolution. Before we begin, let me explain how this format will work. So we will have 6 bots in 4 heats, and the top 4 bots in each heat will advance to a 16-team elimination tournament where each bot will be ranked on how they did in their heat. So like the top bot from each heat will be the 1 through 4 seeds, the second best bot in each heat will be from the 5 to 8 seeds, and the third bot 9 through 12 seeds, the fourth bot in the 13 through 16 seats. So you definitely want to do good in your heat to get a good seeding. And the winner of the Rookie Bots tournament, the single elimination tournament, will play the 12th seed in the Desperado. And if they win, they'll take over the 12th seed in Desperado. Now that I've explained to you how this will work, let's see who our first fight is between. To begin Rookie Bots, our first fight is between Omni and Brutally Honest. Omni was built by Green Beans, and Brutally Honest is built by Shrekler. So, what's the downside for Brutally Honest is that they don't really have any good ground game, and so because Omni has a great ground game, which is going to be very interesting, and they have inside wheels, so they can't really turn up those wheels to make them drive because there's inside the bot, and so Brutally Honest is a very interesting design. They have a very powerful drum, but Omni has that key ground game. Even though both bots can self-right, this might be a very interesting fight. Let's see who will win this fight down in the pits. Let's head over there right now. Let the bot battle begin. Nice shot by both teams there. And a big piece comes off of Brutally Honest. And a really good shot there by Omni. Omni taking some great shots here on Brutally Honest. And now Brutally Honest flips Omni over. Omni can self-right, taking a couple hits from his drum from Brutally Honest. And another really big shot by Omni. Omni doing a great job of getting under. And now Brutally Honest flips him over again. Brutally Honest can't keep him on their back because of Omni's self-rider. And Omni getting Brutally Honest and the screws there for a second, but now Brutally Honest has Omni on their back again. What a very back and forth fight here. And another shot by Brutally Honest. Great shot. Brutally Honest is doing a great job so far in this fight, but Omni finding a way to land counter shots. It looks like this fight is almost over. And this fight is over. This fight was very back and forth. Omni landing the first great shot, getting one of those 4 pieces off of Brutally Honest, but then Brutally Honest countered back with a great shot of their own, getting Omni on its back. But Brutally Honest could never really find an answer. They just kept getting Omni on their back, but that really didn't really work because Omni could self-right multiple times, and every time Brutally Honest found a way to get under, Omni found a different way to get under, and then threw them out of the arena for the win. Great job by Omni to improve to 1-0. With our first fight concluded, great job by Omni getting the win over Brutally Honest. Now we'll have to see who our next fight is between. Our next fight is between Spellbreak and WidePop. Spellbreak built by Living Murphy's Law, and WidePop built by Menace. And so these machines are very different, from WidePop having very long forks and a very powerful drum, but that reliability is not there. There might be a little bit of try to counter that reliability, but there's not much under that machine to counter it. That reliability for WidePop and for Spellbreak, they are a lot more reliable, so it's very easy for them to get this win. But we'll have to see who can win this fight and who gets under who down in the pits. It's over there right now. Let the boss battle begin. Not much going on in the first shot of the fight. Now, Spellbreak gets under and rams WidePop in the wall, and yet again, Spellbreak getting under multiple times. Now trying to put WidePop in the screws. Spellbreak easily getting in between those forks of WidePop. That's one downside of WidePop, but they don't have any middle forks. So if you can get on those in the middle, then you're guaranteed to win this fight. And another great shot by Spellbreak. Spellbreak really getting under WidePop here. And another WidePop now in trouble. Has to find a solution. Now that they kind of do there, getting under, but now Spellbreak is under once again and again. Spellbreak is a significantly lower bot, and this fight is over. Spellbreak got under almost every single time. They rammed WidePop on mostly the same wall every single time. WidePop only got one shot in this entire fight, but it didn't matter because they never found a solution to Spellbreak's rams, and Spellbreak eventually threw WidePop out of the arena to take the win. Great win by Spellbreak, getting that really dominant win over WidePop. Now we will see our last fight of the first fights for this heat of rookie bots. Next we will see Bad Revolution and Menace. Now we have our last fight of the first round of fights for Heat A of rookie bots. In this fight we have Menace and Bad Revolution. Menace is built by Jonathan F. and Bad Revolution is built by Aid for Owls. So for Menace it's a great thing because they're pretty much inspired by Bronco. So they have that back wedge they can use in this fight. They also have a very good flipper, a lot more reliable. Pretty reliable, to say the least. And even though Bad Revolution has very good low forks, they can't self-right, and Menace can. So this might be a very easy win for Menace if they can get under Bad Revolution. But we'll have to see if Menace can get under Bad Revolution or Bad Revolution will win this fight. Let's find out down in the pits. Sit over there right now. Let the bot battle begin. Bad Revolution getting under Menace now. Great job by Bad Revolution getting under with those extra long forks. Now they bring up one of the forks at the front of Menace. Great job. Menace trying to get that flipper into action here. And they do. And got a great flip there. Now Menace. Now if they get under, they can leave him there and get the win. But they're going to throw him out of the arena. And they do. Bad Revolution to start this fight. Got under Menace and took jab after jab. And eventually ripping off one of those forks of Menace at the front. but it didn't really matter because Menace found a way to get under and landing a very good flip there, and that landing a second flip to get them out of the arena and take the win. What a great win by Menace to take down Bad Revolution to end off the first round of fights. Now we will have to see what bots will fight to start the second round of fights. Bad Revolution and Brutally Honest to begin the second round of fights for this heat. And as we know, Bad Revolution is built by 8 for Owls, and Brutally Honest is built by Shrekler. And so, to say the least, Bad Revolution has the upper hand in this fight, because if they really can get under with those extra long forks, they really could dominate this fight, because Brutally Honest has not the best ground game, as we saw in the first fight of this heat when they fought Omni. And so whoever wins this fight will get their first win of the heat. Let's find out who gets the win down in the pits. Let's head over there right now. Let the bot battle begin. Great shot by Bad Revolution to start. And now, somehow, Brutally Honest gets under there. That's not good for Bad Revolution there. But now, Bad Revolution's right under, back under Brutally Honest. And another really good shot by Brutally Honest there. Bad Revolution's on their back. But now, Brutally Honest helps them back on the right side up. And Bad Revolution lands a great shot, but now they're back on their back. And Brutally Honest has control of this fight. They can leave him there. Bad Revolution cannot self-right. And looks like they will get in a one last shot and leave him there. What a win. The countdown has started, and what a win by Brutally Honest to get their first win like no one expected. Great job by Brutally Honest. What a very interesting fight. Brutally Honest got some getting under like no one expected and landing some great shots, taking off those forks. And Bad Revolution never really found an answer besides getting under once or twice. And Brutally Honest was a lot heavier than Bad Revolution, and they took home the win. Great win by Brutally Honest to get their first win of the heat. What a great win by Brutally Honest to start the second round of fights. Now we will have to see who our next fight will be in the second round of fights. Now we have WidePop taking on Menace. WidePop took an L in their first fight against Spellbreak, and Menace took a W against Bad Revolution. And so WidePop needs a win here so that they can actually still have a chance in the seat, not go 0-2 and really scramble for answers. And Menace still wants to continue their win streak and to get a top seed in this heat. And so a lot's at stake in this fight. And if Menace can get under, they can really do some damage to WidePop, because WidePop, as I said earlier in the video, WidePop does not have very good reliability. And so if Menace can exploit that, they could easily win this fight. But let's see who will get the win down in the pits. Let's head over there right now. Let the bot battle begin. WidePop is so far the lower bot. Getting under again. WidePop continuing to get under. Menace here. Get under again. WidePop landing some great shots here with that very powerful drum they have. And another really good shot. Coming off one of those forks. And there goes another. WidePop having its day with Menace. And another really great shot. And now they're trying to that back wedge. Does not work. Menace is struggling to find answers here against WidePop. And WidePop having a field day here. And landing multiple great shots. And another really good shot there. All the forks are gone in the front. But that reliability is starting to come into play here for WidePop. They can't last forever. And Menace knows that. Because they're way more reliable bot. And Menace gets the back but can't do anything with it. And WidePop continuing their onslaught. And another really good shot there by WidePop. And another WidePop landing shot after shot here in this fight. They don't have the reliability to stay here forever, but they do have that weapon power to deliver a knockout. And another really good shot by, and a really good shot there by WidePop. WidePop landing shot after shot, but can't get them out of the arena. They need this win. And there was one of the forks, long forks of WidePop. Now the tide has really turned. And there goes half of WidePop. And this fight will result
9, 8,
in
7,
Menace taking
6,
the win
5,
after WidePop
4,
had a field
3,
day.
2, 1.
The countdown
Knockout.
is still going, and what a win by Menace. Well, this was a very good fight. WidePop had control for basically all of it, landing multiple great shots to Menace, and Menace never found an answer to that weapon. They even tried to do that back end, and WidePop continued their onslaught throughout the fight, landing shot after shot. But it was a good thing that Menace was reliable, because they could take these shots and still work fully functionally. As for WidePop, that reliability eventually kicked in, and they started to really falter. And Menace totally took advantage of that and landed a flip to that side, and then eventually got them one part of the body out of the arena. Great win by Menace. What a comeback and shocking win by Menace. Menace now sits at 2-0, while WidePop sits at 0-2. And our next fight to end out the second round of fights is between Omni and Spellbreak. Now we have Omni and Spellbreak, two teams that won in their last fight. Omni taking down Brutally Honest and Spellbreak taking down WidePop. And now these two bots fight against each other to improve to 2-0. And Omni, just like their last fight, has the, so to speak, lower ground than Spellbreak does, but Spellbreak does have a little bit less reliability than Omni, because Omni is very movable, and Spellbreak, on the other hand, is very one-dimensional, because they have that only that front, and if you really get around them, they're not going to have a field day at all. We'll have to see if it will be Omni to go 2-0 or Spellbreak. Let's find out down in the pits. It's over there right now. Let the bot battle begin. And it looks like Omni is the lower bot, getting under Spellbreak there, but now Spellbreak is under and rams Omni into the wall. And another really good shot by Spellbreak. Omni is on his back. But Omni is feeling himself right with that self-right, but they choose not to there. And Spellbreak landing another good shot, flipping Omni over once again. They can leave him there because they would be on their back and they cannot Spellbreak from that position. They chose not to. And a great shot by Omni, taking off that front hinge flipper of Spellbreak. And this fight has really turned for the worse for Spellbreak. Even though Spellbreak can leave it on its back, without that front hinge flipper, they don't have almost any weapon to really do any damage to Omni. And Omni can just really kind of just toy with them here. Now putting Spellbreak in the screws. Spellbreak can drive on their back, but that's not what they want to do. And a really good shot there, taking off one of the forks. And looks like both forks are gone now of Spellbreak, but they can still somehow get under Omni there. But Omni's gonna have a field day now, and a great shot there, and a good shot by Spellbreak there somehow. And a really good shot there, and another. Omni really controlling this fight here, and a really good shot there, forced into a backflip, and another good shot there. Omni trying to end this fight. Spellbreak is pretty reliable. That rest of body they have, and another good shot there by Omni, and this fight is over. What a win by Omni. Omni had some great shots in there, so did Spellbreak. Omni really got better of those hits though, even though Spellbreak put him on the back a couple times. Omni eventually broke off that front hinge flipper of Spellbreak and really kind of had a field day there, landing some great shots and breaking off both of those forks by flipping them over and landing some great shots and putting them several inches into the air. And Omni really were on the back of some of their fight, but it really didn't matter because they could self-fight all those times. And Spellbreak was out on their back, but that really didn't help them at all. And Omni kept landing shot after shot and eventually threw Spellbreak out of the arena. Now that the second round of fights has concluded, we'll have to see who our start of our third round of fights, what bots we begin with. It looks like we will begin with Bad Revolution and Spellbreak. Bad Revolution is sitting at 0-2 right now, and Spellbreak is sitting at 1-1. And so Bad Revolution really needs this win here, because if not, they are going to be sitting at 0-3 and really maybe hopefully get 4th spot in this heat, since currently Menace holds a tiebreaker over them and Brutally Honest, so they really need this really big win here. But if Spellbreak gets this win, they'll go to 2-1 and have a great shot still at possibly the 2nd spot in this heat. We'll have to see who can win this fight and who gets under who down in the pits. Let's go over there right now. Let the bot battle begin. Bad Revolution getting under, but now Spellbreak is under there. Bad Revolution not getting under no more after that first hit. And there goes the middle piece of that cheese-club wedge. But now Spellbreak continuing to get under now after that cheese-club wedge was gone. That was, I guess, not a good choice by Bad Revolution to flip that off, because now Spellbreak is continuing to get under, but now Battle Revolution gets under, but now they leave their side exposed, and now it looks like that front hinge flipper of them is gone, but it doesn't matter because they throw Bad Revolution out of the arena. Bad Revolution started this fight by breaking off that middle cheese flip wedge and landing a great another shot after that, but then really couldn't get under from there, and Spellbreak got under over and over and threw them towards the wall, but eventually that front hinge flipper broke off of Spellbreak, but it didn't really matter because they threw Bad Revolution out of the arena. Great win by Spellbreak to move to 2-1 in this heat. And now we'll have to see who our second fight of two bots is between in this third round of fights. Still continue. Now we have Menace and Brutally Honest. Menace is sitting out 2-0 right now without a single loss on their resume, and they would like to keep it that way up against Brutally Honest, which, as we know, is built by Schreckler, and they're sitting at 1-1 right now with their only win over an 0-3 Bad Revolution, and so they really want a second big win here. But Menace probably not gonna let that happen, and so because even though that Brutally Honest has no ground game, we've seen it really get under bots even without the ground game. So maybe they can do the same to Menace here, but Menace might really easily get under. But we'll have to see who wins this fight and who gets the third or second win down in the pits. So over there right now. Let the bot battle begin. Both bots in the stalemate right now. Looks like Menace is under Brutally Honest here, and lands their first flip. Another stalemate here. Both bots trying to fill each other out here. And it looks like Menace is under again, lands a small flip again. Not really landing any big flips here. Kind of hard to against a bot like Brutally Honest. But now they get another flip there. And now using that back end, it kind of works there. And works there. Until you get that around that back without giving them over. And it works. I guess that Menace's plan really worked throughout, landing 2 or 3 flips in the fight. Once those stalemates were over, they found a way to get under and then on the side of Brutally Honest and landing very good flips, and then using their back end to put them against the wall and flipping yet around to use that flipper and not let them go back right side up. And it really worked and paid off, and they got the win over Brutally Honest. Great job by Menace. Great win by Menace against Brutally Honest. That plan really worked. Now we'll see who wins between Omni and WidePop. Now we have WidePop and Omni. WidePop has lost both of their fights so far, so they really need a win here. And Omni wants to keep their winning streak going, and so whoever wins this fight will either get 1 or 3 wins. Both bots want it to be them, and both bots have very good ground game, but Omni has the better ground game here, and so if they really can get under and counter that and use that reliability against WidePop, they could easily win this fight. Let's see who wins this fight and who has the better ground game, and if WidePop reliability issues will come into play. Let's find out down in the pits. It's over there right now. Why is it so laggy? Let the bot battle begin. Great shot by Omni, breaking up those middle forks that really hold somewhat of the reliability together. And now that's gone, that's going to be very interesting. But now, somehow WidePop is getting under there. Great job by WidePop, but now Omni gets under. And WidePop finally that self-rider. They had that self-rider the whole time. They haven't really used it. Great shot by Omni once again. Landing a great shot and putting WidePop on their back. And a really good shot there from Omni. Omni really trying to continue that win streak they've been on of 2 wins so far. And another really good shot by Omni. Omni really taking control of this fight. And a really good shot there. Omni landing shot after shot against WidePop. And WidePop needs to find an answer here. And a nice shot by WidePop there, but now one of the forks breaks off of WidePop. And that's not good, because that reliability can really come apart now. Those cracks are just gonna coming apart here soon. And nice shot there, and it looks like Omni has broken the reliability
10, 9,
of
8,
WidePop,
7,
and the countdown
6,
has begun,
5,
and WidePop
4, 3,
will lose
2,
its 3rd straight
1,
match
knockout.
in this heat. WidePop thought they had a chance in this fight, and they did. But once that middle fork part that was holding the reliability together fell off, and that first shot was not good for them. But they continuously got under there somehow against Omni. But Omni found a way to get under and really capitalized and landing shot after shot and putting WidePop on their back, and even eventually breaking those forks off of WidePop really helped them. And WidePop could use that self-rider, but they really didn't in this fight, and that was their mistake, because they really could have had some other great shots and could have possibly won this fight, but they really did take those advantages, and eventually they broke apart, and the reliability came back to haunt WidePop for the 2nd straight fight. What a great win by Omni, setting WidePop to 0-3 now, and now Omni's at 3-0 along with Menace, and we'll have to see who begins with the 4th round of fights. Now we have Bad Revolution and Omni. Bad Revolution sitting at 0-3. They absolutely need this win to have a chance to make the 4th seed, because if they don't, they will not be able to compete still in this rookie bots thing, and they'll have to compete in Legends versus Rookies, which they can hope for making season 4. And so as for Omni, they're pretty much guaranteed to make, with this win or loss, they're pretty much guaranteed to make the 16-team elimination bracket. So they just want a 4th win and to be one of the top 2 seeds in this heat. So we'll have to see if they can do that against Bad Revolution. Let's find out who gets this win down in the pits. It's over there right now. Let the bot battle begin. Great shot from Bad Revolution to start this fight. And another one. Bad Revolution taking control against Omni. Omni's gonna have to find a solution here, and they do. They get right under Bad Revolution, and they did a nice, very good shot there. And this fight is over. Bad Revolution at the start of this fight got under Omni, really pushing them around. But once Omni self-righted, they took control, flipping Bad Revolution on their back and landing a great shot, and then eventually getting Bad Revolution out of the arena for the win. With Bad Revolution at 0-4, they almost have no chance at making the fourth seed. We'll have to see who our next fight is between. Up next, we have Brutally Honest and WidePop. WidePop has to get a win here because they're sitting at 0-3, and if they lose, Brutally Honest would sit at 2-2, which means WidePop and Bad Revolution would be eliminated from getting to the fourth spot. And so, this is a very big fight here. And we'll have to see which bot can win this fight. If Brutally Honest wins, they clinch a top 4 spot. And if WidePop wins, they still have a chance at the top four spots, and still give Bad Revolution a chance. Let's see who wins this fight down in the pits. Let's head over there right now. Let the bot battle begin. So far, WidePop is getting under Brutally Honest there. And again, so far, WidePop is taking control. There's a little stalemate a tiny bit. And another nice shot by WidePop. Looks like consistently getting under. But Brutally Honest is a lot more reliable than WidePop. And there goes a piece of something from one of the two bots. And there goes WidePop's reliability. Come back to haunt them again. And they cannot drive without all that driving.
10,
and
9,
the countdown
8,
has started.
7,
WidePop will
5,
lose this fight
4, 3, 2,
and completely
1,
be eliminated from a chance at the top 4 seeds. This fight started as WidePop was gonna win, but they were not reliable enough to get this win against Brutally Honest. Brutally Honest is a pack-full machine. Once Brutally Honest took a piece off of WidePop, I believe, they tore them apart and made the reliability suffer WidePop once again. With WidePop and Bad Revolution completely out of the mix for the top 4 seeds, now it's all depended on what bot will get seeded where. And so for our last fight of the 4th round of fights, we will see Menace and Spellbreak. Now we have Menace and Spellbreak. If Menace wins this fight, they'll have a chance to play Omni for the number 1 spot in this heat. And if Spellbreak wins, they're mostly guaranteed the 2nd spot because they already lost to Omni earlier in the episode. But if Spellbreak loses to Brutally Honest, they're probably not guaranteed the 2nd seed if they win this fight. And so a lot's at stake here for the winner, and both teams want to have a leg up on the other. Let's see who gets this win down in the pits. Sit over there right now. Let the bot battle begin. And it looks like Spellbreak is getting under first. Sort of a stalemate there. Spellbreak getting under again. Spellbreak is in complete control so far of Menace. Menace is going to have to find a way to get in control of this fight if they want a chance at the #1 overall seed. And another great shot by Spellbreak. Spellbreak taking complete control. And there goes Menace finds their way to the back of Spellbreak and lands a great flip. Trying to get one more good flip. And there goes one of the forks of Spellbreak. That is going to make it harder for Spellbreak to get under Menace. And another good flip by Menace. Menace starting to take control of this fight. And a really good flipper. But now that flipper is gone of Menace. That's going to really hurt them here in this fight. And a really great slam by Menace. Menace proving their dominance over Spellbreak to some extent. And there goes one of the forks of Menace at that front. That is not going to be good. Sort of a stalemate going on. Now the Menace gets to the back of Spellbreak, putting Spellbreak in the screws. Great use by them. And there's their back wedge to get Spellbreak on their head. But of course the Spellbreak can self-right using that front hinge flipper. Both of the forks of Menace are gone. Spellbreak is in an awkward position, but now Menace helps them. Menace is doing a good job, and now Spellbreak front hinge flipper is completely gone. So now Menace really has a chance to throw them out of the arena. They're using the screws to do so. They're on the edge. Menace trying to throw them out of the arena. It's not working. They might have to try a new plan. They're still on. Spellbreak's still on the edge. Knockout. And this fight is over. This was a major back and forth brawl between two machines. Spellbreak really got under at the start and really put Menace on the back foot. But Menace eventually found a way to get to the side of them in the back and land a very good flip. Completely start to take control of this fight. And they land at least 2 more flips after that. And it also eventually took off both of those forks of Spellbreak. So it's a very good job by Menace. Really doing a good job. But on that third flip, that flipper broke, which everybody thought it might be a lost cause for them. But then they still controlled this fight with that front, and Spellbreak couldn't do much after that front hinge flipper was gone. And Menace put Spellbreak in the screws, then eventually threw them out of the arena to play Omni for a chance at the #1 spot in this heat. Great win by Menace. Now we have our 3 last fights for this heat set. It will be Bad Revolution taking on WidePop for a chance for 1 win before they head to Legends vs. Rookies. A battle between Brutally Honest and Spellbreak for a chance at a 9 through 12 and 13 through 16 seeds. And then the final fight, which is between Menace and Omni for a chance at a 1 through 4 seed. Let's see who our first fight is between. Our first fight is between WidePop and Bad Revolution. WidePop and Bad Revolution are both sitting at 0-4, so both of these teams will not make the 16-team elimination bracket, and both of these machines will end up competing in Legends vs. Rookies for a chance to get a chance to make it to qualify for Season 4 or 5, and so both of these teams want one last hope of glory before they head over to Legends vs. Rookies. One of these teams will get 1 win before they head over there. Let's find out down in the pits who the bot that will get one win will be. Let's head over there right now. Let the bot battle begin. Good shot by Bad Revolution to start this fight. And nice shot by WidePop. And there was one of those longer forks of Bad Revolution. And Bad Revolution picks off one half of WidePop. WidePop using that self-rider. And another really good shot by Bad Revolution. And WidePop explodes. It looks like
10,
WidePop will go 0-5 in this heat.
7,
And Bad
6,
Revolution
5,
will get one last
4,
hope of glory
3, 2, 1.
before they
knockout.
head to Legends vs. Rookies. Great win by Bad Revolution. What a great win by Bad Revolution this was. WidePop got one really good shot, but then Bad Revolution got to the side of WidePop, taking off a piece and then eventually breaking half that fork system, and then eventually exploding WidePop into pieces. What a great win by Bad Revolution. Now we will see who wins between a Brutally Honest and Spellbreak, and who will get a 9 through a 12 seed. Now it's the fight we see between Spellbreak and Brutally Honest. The winner of this fight will get a 9 through 12 seed in the 16-team elimination bracket. And so both teams do not want to get a 13 through 16 seed, because you have to win against supposedly the best of the best bots to hopefully make it into Season 3. And neither of these bots want that. And so if Spellbreak is the lower bot, they can really have more of a field day, because, as I've said multiple times, Brutally Honest does not really have the best ground game. And so Spellbreak just needs to get under multiple times and really control this fight. But the upside for Brutally Honest is that they're a lot heavier than Spellbreak. Let's find out who gets this win and who gets a 9 through 12 seed down in the pits. Let's head over there right now. Let the bot battle begin. And a nice shot by Spellbreak to kick things off. Another nice shot by Spellbreak. Brutally Honest can take these shots because they have a lot more reliability. They're much more heavily built than Spellbreak. And another nice shot by Spellbreak. Spellbreak controlling this fight so on. But this fight continues in a hurry, knowing Brutally Honest. Another great shot. But now there goes the front hinge flipper of Spellbreak. Now the tide had really turned for Brutally Honest. They go out of control. And they get to the back of Spellbreak. And there goes one of the forks of Spellbreak. But Brutally Honest still needs to find a way to get under Spellbreak. And they have not done that yet. And another really good shot by Spellbreak. They get to the back once again and take full advantage of it. Now putting Spellbreak in the squares. And this fight is over. Like I said, this fight could turn in a hurry for Brutally Honest. Spellbreak had control for most of this fight, landing some really good smashes to the wall. But that front hinge flipper eventually broke, and it really left them crumbling for answers. And Brutally Honest took full advantage, getting to the back and breaking off a couple of those, one or two of those forks. And they also eventually got another shot opening. And then eventually they put Spellbreak on the screws and took home the win. Great win by Brutally Honest. What a great win by Brutally Honest. They now get a 9 through 12 seed. As for Spellbreak, they get a 13 through 16 seed. And now it's time to find out who gets a 1 through 4 seed in this heat between Menace and Omni. Now we have Omni and Menace. Omni and Menace are both fighting for the number 1 spot in this heat and to get between a 1 and 4 seed in the 16-team elimination tournament. So a lot's at stake here. And Omni doesn't have the lower ground game and have a very pretty good spinner, but Menace has a very good flipper. They've shown that in recent fights, and so either of these bots could easily win. Menace might need to use that back wedge a little more than they have in their previous fights, and for Omni, they just need to take control of this fight. We'll have to see who can win this fight and who can get under who down in the pits. Let's head over there right now to see who wins this heat. Let the bot battle begin. Omni getting under first, landing a great shot to Menace, and there goes one of the front forks of Menace, but now they go. Great flip on Omni. Menace getting under Omni with ease and getting another great shot. They're not really doing anything with it. They could have thrown Omni out of the arena those 2 times, but they did not. Bad part on Menace. And a nice shot by Omni and a nice follow-up. Omni trying to control this fight, putting Menace in the screws. Great control by Omni here. And another really good shot. Menace trying to get another flip in. It's hard to get another flip in with Omni because they can self-right from the flip if they do get one more flip. And a really good shot there by Menace. And one of the bottom pieces of Menace comes off. That is not good. And a great shot by Omni. Omni hard to take really control of this fight, landing some great shots. And a nice shot by Menace, and a great flip. Menace is countering back with some great flips, but Omni has the upper hand and getting a great shot, and an okay one there. Omni doing a great job. And this fight is over. Omni had the majority of this fight. They really got under Menace and landed some great shots. And they took off 3 of the 4 forks in the front, doing a great job. But Menace had 2 great flips of their own. 1 tumble and 1 very good flip, sending Omni flying. But it didn't really matter because Omni really stuck to what they knew and was with aggression, and they landed some great shots. But in the end, it was all Omni who took the win and then advanced to go to 5-0. It was undefeated in this heat. Great effort by Menace, but a great job by Omni. Great win by Omni. They get a 1 through 4 seed in the 16-team elimination bracket. Menace gets a 5 through 8 seed. Brutally Honest gets a 9 through 12 seed. And Spellbreak gets a 13 through 16 seed. As for Bad Revolution and WidePop, they will head on over to Legends vs. Rookies, where they all have a chance to qualify for Season 4 or Season 5. The next time I see you, it will be Rookie Bots Heat B. See you in the next one. Bye!